team has been here since September 14th to conduct the first review under the Extended Fund Facility arrangement here in Sri Lanka. During this time, we've held constructive and productive discussions with the authorities and other stakeholders, including the private sector and civil society organizations. People of Sri Lanka have shown remarkable resilience in the face of enormous challenges. Sri Lanka has made commendable progress in implementing difficult but much needed reforms. These efforts are bearing fruit as the economy is showing tentative signs of stabilization. Inflation is down from a peak of 70% to today 1.3%, and gross international reserves increased by $1.5 billion between March and June this year, and shortages of essentials have eased. But full economic recovery is not yet assured. Growth momentum remains subdued, with real GDP contracting 3.1% in the second quarter this year on a year-on-year basis, and high-frequency economic indicators still sending mixed signals. Reserve accumulation has slowed in recent months. In this challenging environment, the authorities have undertaken important steps on monetary and fiscal policies, as well as implemented structural reforms to address the ongoing economic crisis. The government has met the program's primary balance targets and remains committed to this important pillar of the program to support their efforts to restore debt sustainability. Key legislations have passed in Parliament, including the Central Bank Act and the Anti-Corruption Act, and these could improve governance if implemented effectively. The IMF Governance Diagnostic Report would inform future reform measures to strengthen governance and publish. A new welfare benefit scheme, or benefit payment scheme, was enacted with new eligibility criteria that aim to improve targeting, adequacy, and coverage of social safety nets. To ensure financial stability, steps were taken on conducting bank diagnostics, developing a roadmap for addressing banking system capital and liquidity shortfalls, and improving the bank resolution framework. Authorities have also made headway in regaining debt sustainability through the execution of domestic debt restructuring and with advancing discussions with external creditors. More work still needs to be done to sustain the reform momentum and put the economy on a path towards lasting recovery and economic growth. For instance, revenue mobilization gains, while improved relative to last year, are expected to fall short of initial projections by nearly 15% by year end, in part due to economic factors. To increase revenues and signal better governance, it will be important to strengthen tax administration, remove tax exemptions, and actively eliminate tax evasion. Discussions are ongoing, and the authorities are continuing to make progress on their plans for revenue mobilization targets, anti-corruption efforts, and other important structural reforms. Let me conclude by thanking the authorities for the excellent collaboration during the mission. The team will continue its discussions in the context of the first review, with the goal of reaching a staff-level agreement in the near term. We reiterate our commitment to providing support to Sri Lanka during this challenging time. Thank you.